Welcome back, Mobile Suit Arena and Gundam Card Game fans. We are back with our red, white Justice Blockers deck. But before we jump into the ladder, see if we can get another win with it after taking a big W in the first game. If you guys are looking for a place to play the Gundam Card Game itself, check out Bulldog Community Gaming, LLC in Brownsburg, Indiana. Tuesday nights, 7 p.m., $5 entry. As well, if you guys can't come in to play the card game and want to still watch the action live as happening, check the description below for Bulldog's Twitch and Facebook page. And with that said, it's time to get to the ladder. Alright folks, here we go, but unfortunately our opponent is deciding to go first or second. No! We definitely want to be going first with this deck 100%. Just because, honestly, or our opponent's going to give us to go second. All right, so opponent gave us exactly what we wanted. I'm going to mulligan this because, yes, we have 2 Overflowing Affection. I don't want to see 2 Overflowing Affection, 2 Atherin, and 1 Justice in my starting hand. I mean, that's not really any better. But hey, at least I guess we get to start with me putting up our mining base to immediately get our top card from our shield into our hand, which is still not too bad. I mean, that's technically 2 draws for the turn. Silver Bullet. We'll play our base immediately, being able to look at the top card of our resources. Ooh, Akira. That's actually pretty nice to go with 2 of our units as well. So, depending on what our opponent is on, Sword Strike Gundam plus Kira is a very damaging. Alright, well, we know what our opponent is on. They are on Zeon. I would believe Aggro Zeon. Or Zeon Aggro is what I'm guessing that the deck they are playing here is. So that would be blue-green. If not red-green, it's kind of debatable which version of Zeon Aggro people are playing these days. Oh, it is blue. So it is blue-green Zeon Aggro. So they're going to go a healthy curiosity to then draw 1. Then there's not 2 more of those. So my opponent is just going to skip that action there. This is going to be very impactful because the fact is we are going to have to burn our, I guess not. I guess we could just play this unit for free. Oh shoot, I totally forgot. We'd actually had to have skipped the turn. So we are definitely going to just burn our EX resource. We are going to attack our opponent here. We are going to be able to select to bounce here. We're going to bounce back that Zaku back to their hand. We're going to target with that with the Kira effect, and then we're going to swing. While, yes, it drops us down to only being at level 4 now, that is perfectly fine of keeping this up and running, because this is a nuisance, unless he has OG Papa Gundam is he a 5-3 or a 4-3? I can't remember. Nonetheless, he does have blue, so we do expect to see OG Papa Gundam! It's OG Papa Gundam! OG Papa Gundam. Everyone's favorite Papa and everyone's favorite Gundam. OG Papa Gundam. Well, I automatically knew that one was coming down too. So he's going to go after the blocker first. Interesting. Well, I guess he gets the additional AP here. So yeah, that would just be then a crash there against us. It's hilarious too. It's like, I thought he was either a level 4 or level 5 cost unit, but that hilarious. I got hit immediately with the OG Papa Gundam, man. You gotta love him. He's everyone's Papa and everyone's OG. OG Papa Gundam, man. We're just going to do that in the turn. With all honesty, we're probably just going to let the OG kill the mining base here, because I really just don't want to have to deal with, honestly, getting kicked in the teeth by losing my blocker and all that. So, well, there's NT1 with Amuro Ray. Woo! NT1 and Amuro Ray, everybody. Everyone's next favorite Gundam. So, yep, NT1, when paired, choose 1 rest enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it. Then, when the spec destroys an enemy unit, draw 1 card. So, that's just going to be, yeah, we're just going to skip the action here. This does have repair 2 as well, so I mean, it's pointless to play anything with the close combat here. We run right into a deck strategy where I'm not too sure if we actually have any real great way to deal with it. And I do mean that. I mean, there's not going to be much of a great way for us to deal with this state right now, because our hand is not looking strong enough to deal with both of these. Yeah, Atherin's nice. Honestly, I guess we'll just play this and then we'll just end the turn. Skip playing any actions. Yeah, of course. They get both the Amuros, but at least they have 2 Amuros already burnt out of the deck. That is a thing there. That they have lost both Amuro Rays. So if we do kill off both of these Amuros, we do have the ability to mitigate the fact that he's lost 2 of them. Ooh, Zeon! So we have, of course, Zeon of when paired new type pilot, deploy 2 wire-armed things and then destroyed. Just deploy 1 arrested Neo Zeon head. Alright, so we got some hands now. This unit can be paired with a pilot, the wire guide arm, and we immediately have to deal with the third. You gotta be kidding me. The third Amuro Ray. Yeah, we'll play an action. We'll hit this for 2, meaning that this will be a trade here between these 2, which I'm perfectly fine if he wants to trade that. Let one of those Amuro Rays be killed off instantaneously. That is perfectly fine with me. Man, the third Amuro, by the way, we've had to deal with 3 Amuro Rays now. Sometimes I just don't get it, everybody. I don't get how people get so lucky with this one. Again, why he can't be a by the way, that's a zapped and coordinate, so we can't run it onto this to then trigger its effect. So we could just select this. That does kill both those arms off, and then we can just end the turn here. We do have Justice next turn, which is pretty nice, meaning that we can kill off a couple of these things off here and potentially try to stabilize our board state here. That's not going to be much as they go for the 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐄. Add 1 shield to your hand, and while you have, and then the chars here too. While you have arrested Zeon unit in play, this base can't receive damage. Oh my god, look at that board state. Look at that board state. That is a nasty, nasty board state my opponent has just created. Activate to burst the hand. Wow, that's a board state. That is a board state if I have ever seen one. Wow, I'm literally getting murdered by the fact this game only swapped and changed because of triple Amuro Ray. That is the whole reason why this Zeon Aggro deck actually whooped me. It's because of triple Amuro Ray. I mean, there's not really much I can do in this game state. I mean, what, I can play this. I can then play this. This allows me to attack a unit that's 5 or lower as attack target, but yeah, okay, but that's not going to do much. So I mean, I can go after this as my attack target to kill it off. I can select this as my allowing it to attack, but again, that's not going to do much against this board state at all. So I mean, all I can do here is play Nan. We can select 𝐒𝐓𝐿. Nan doesn't trigger either. So I mean, there's nothing we can really do. I can then kill off the OG. And that's really it. I mean, unless my top card is a base. Yeah, my top card has to be a base. If my top card is one of our remaining bases in the deck, we survive this game. That's the thing. If the top card is a base, we can survive this game maybe 1 more turn. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, so we get 1 more turn out of all of this. a char, and because it's attached to a freaking... Yep, it gets high maneuver here, so I mean, it will go right through. Nope, wasn't a base, wasn't anything we could do. We lost because of triple armor array. So yeah, no, that... I guess that's more of a reason why armor array needed to be a link there. Oh yeah, I thought this got high maneuver. On attack during this turn, this unit gets +1 EP, and if it's a link, it gets high maneuver. So yeah, if he didn't have the char there, that would have been a good trade against that. But again, like I said, this would have had to have been a base to stop this. But even then, even if it was a base, I would have had to have drawn into Akira to bounce this back to hand. And then drawn into another blocker to help deal with this board state. Because I could have killed off 2 units, Kira bounced one of them, and then swung and killed everything off. But yeah, no. No winning there for us. Well, after taking the big W in game 1, we took the big L in game 2. But that big L came from Armor Ray himself. I can see why people say he definitely probably should have been a link and not just a pair. Well, folks, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. As a reminder, pinned comment is the Justice Blocker deck that I was playing in this video. And let me know down in the comments while you're checking out the pinned deck your thoughts on the gameplay. And while you guys are commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Modern Dragons TCG.